びたいな. Hi everyone, this is Vikanon. I'm back with my game review, but this time I didn't actually play the game. I only watched the gameplay of the game. And this time I'll be talking about FF7 Remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake by Square Enix that was released earlier this year. And as I mentioned, I didn't play the game, nor did I ever play the original game. I didn't even watch Advanced Children. I didn't know the existence of Crisis Core until maybe like the last 1 month. But then I really enjoyed watching the gameplay, as I'll be talking about what parts that I enjoyed. The first thing I really enjoyed about the whole game is the super pretty visual. It made me realize how technology has actually improved in the last 20 years. From the very brick-like, very 1D, 2D characters, they can actually now make it into CG and 3D. I don't know much about visual languages, but yeah, it made me realize that wow, it's so pretty. And the part that actually touches me the most is the VR part, where Barret, Tifa, and Cloud went into Shinra company, and then they stood there and then suddenly stuff just start moving with VR-like thing, where Shinra actually talk about, I don't know, the aim of the company or something like that. Super pretty that it made me realize why guys, they want to have like super big TV with very good resolution. At first I thought that the reason why guys always have big TV in their house is for porn, but okay, I guess it's for game then. Why not for porn? Why for game? Okay, I have nothing to say about it anymore. And then the next part that I like about the super pretty visual, they have super cute cat in FF7 Remake, to the point that sometimes I find the other NPC character not so interesting, not so detailed, but the cats, they look so lively, they look so fluffy, and to the point that I don't mind buying them as goods. The next thing that made me so into FF7, okay, not to the point of playing, but what FF7 can't stop bothering me with is the soundtrack. After all, good games have good soundtrack, and even though it's a remake from the songs 20 years ago, they still resonate so much in my heart. Tifa's theme, Angel make me like super doki doki, although it sounds like cult song, just people shouting Sephiroth, but still it made me so Sephiroth is another level, right? And one of my most favorite song actually relates to my most favorite scene in the game. I think the song's title is Stand Up. Stand up and cast your fears aside. Stand up and fill your soul with pride. It's the part where Cloud actually starts dancing willingly and unwillingly so he can cross-dress. Well, as a fangirl, as a Fujoshi, of course that's like my most favorite part of the game. And I really like Andrea. I'm not so familiar with the character's name, only the famous ones. I'm more like familiar with the seiyuu name. But yes, Sugita-san deta yo! It is Sugita-san! It is Gi-san! For Tifa, I really like her China dress. Mecha kawaii sho. Like, who can not fall in love with China dress? And for Arif, I actually like her second dress. So not the prettiest, not the all-perfect red dress, but it's the pink dress, the second one. And for Cloud, I really love Cloud with braids. Psycho, Cloud, Psycho.
Nailed it, I know, thank you. Moving on.
Nailed it, done, thank you. As I mentioned just now, I didn't play the original FF7 game, but well, the series is like just so popular that I know the seiyuu-san names, and I also know the characters, well, mostly the main ones, because a lot of people do cosplay them in the cosplay scene. Actually, my first love, just by looking, okay, without knowing the character, personality, and all those, is actually Arif. And I realized why I love Arif the most, because she is such a caring onechan. And sometimes she's also very mischievous. P-chan just love onechan. But now I realize also why there's the big war of are you team Arif or are you team Tifa? Because Tifa is also super charming. Pizza actually also like girls who are fighters. That's why I also had a hard time choosing Tifa or Aerith for cosplaying. But for my first challenge, I actually chose Tifa! Yay! But all I remember from her is Shower abitaina. Tifa actually also made me liking the scenario of childhood friend. Usually when I watch harem anime, I actually like senpai kohai relationship or falling in love with the girl you just met. But Tifa, since she's actually the childhood friend of Cloud, she actually made me realize that that was not bad as well. Since I've only been talking about the good part that I found, well, the bad part I found is that the story is super long. What, all those 30 to 40 hours gameplay is only part 1 of the whole FF7? And when I asked my boyfriend, he actually introduced me to this term Nomura. And apparently it's also the whole saga with Kingdom Hearts. It seems like only when my grandchild is around then FF7 will be completed. So I don't want to wait so long. Overall, even though the gameplay is not fluffy, because there's lots of spamming the keyboard and then, I don't know, fighting, thinking about ATB, and then suddenly there's the slow motion, and then there's heal, and there's item, and then there's, I don't know, normal basic skill, magic skill, whatever. But I really enjoyed watching the whole gameplay. I think it's worth the 30 to 40 hours gameplay. Well, I don't know how far the story will go, how far it will be far from the original story, but I really look forward to the next part. That's why I really wish that Square Enix will come up with it soon. And then, that's all for today. Please give me your comments about what you find interesting about FF7. What do you want me to discuss more about? Maybe I'll just babble more. Thank you for watching and look forward to my Tifa. And this is a secret, but I'm also planning to cosplay Aerith. Thank you for watching. Pikanon deshita. Cloud X Barret? What did I want to talk about for Cloud X Barret? Of course, as a fangirl, I have lots of shipping. My favorite ship is still Aerith and Jack. I don't really ship Aerith and Cloud. Cloud and Tifa are still okay, but I think my favorite pair is actually Cloud X Barret. Barret is also the main girl character of the show.